Kita selidiki pohon apelnya. Sampai apa enggak?
And be sure to tell all your fellow creatures that.
Halo, Aphrodite.
You wouldn't happen to be Aphrodite?
Why, yes, I am. Pleasure to humbly make your acquaintance.
Fenyx. Sorry, I'm just
Harapan
such
dulu
a fan.
sama Aphrodite,
You're
ya.
responsible for some of the most epic love stories of all time.
Epic love
I have to
story.
admit, I wasn't expecting a tree, but even in your, arboreal state, you're beautiful.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, but the only mirror I gaze into these days reflects the happy smiles of the creatures I help. If only I could travel to those most in need. But alas, my roots keep me anchored here.
So that's why Typhon did this to you. So you can't use your beauty to move ships or inspire bravery in battle against him.
Me? Start a war? I don't know where you get such outlandish ideas. True beauty is found in acts of service. True love is the giving of yourself to others. The name Aphrodite should have stood for those things all along.
She did not just say that.
I am reformed now. My old essence locked away in a vault wedged under my largest root, which is for the best.
Maybe I could get that essence back for you. I'm going to need allies to go up against Typhon.
We have the hungry to think about.
You said you need to free yourself from your roots. To feed the hungry, of course. Well, my roots were as a pretty bad farmer. So I know how to hurt plants. Salt. It shrivels them up.
Oh, would that work? But of course my roots are not ordinary. They're primal, powerful.
So we'll need, mythical salt water? Oh! This is in the prophecy! A pearl in rough seas! You were a pearl born from rough seas! The salty sea foam from your birth!
Yes, what an inspired proposal. But I couldn't possibly trouble a stranger to recreate the conditions of my birth.
What if a stranger asked to be troubled?
If a stranger asked to be troubled, then I suppose I wouldn't really be troubling them at all. Here's how to conjure sea foam from my birthplace.
I already know all about this. Mom loved this story. Grandpappy Uranus threw a pearl into the sea. The sea churned into foam, and Aphrodite rose up out of it.
A pearl? Grandpappy? I'm not sure that's how it...
That's definitely the story.
Okay. I'm sure that's how it went down.
Got it. Knock a pearl into the ocean really hard. That sounds simple enough.
Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I'll be serving fresh apples to the less fortunate across the Golden Isle in no time.
Well, this is weirder than the time Demeter turned that kid into a lizard.
Turun
Aphrodite,
tepi
sweet
tunda
and
ocean.
charitable.
Oke.
No more mischief?
Kita akan kita buka pintunya. Oke, terus ternyata mau tuh. Kenapa? Ya. The cold be there.
From the sea foam, Aphrodite rose, full grown, beautiful as that same pearl.
I can't take this anymore. Zeus,
Terus kita
Gaia
ke-
lied to you about how Aphrodite was
Aphrodite.
born.
Oh yeah? Then tell me.
Maaf aja ya, maaf aja ya. Sini, sini. Kita pindah ke sini dulu.
And Kronos, they fought.
You can't be serious.
And then you won't believe that fell into the sea.
That's...
Because Kronos cut off his...
You're sick, Prometheus! Do not talk to me!
With the sea foam secure,
Ah,
Phoenix resolved to return to Aphrodite with the key to her freedom and the vault.
What?
Ya. Kita lanjutkan ke Goddess of Love. Kita bawa ya tadi ya, berarti Goldie Seal formnya kita bawa ke Aphrodite. Langsung aja kita menuju Aphrodite.
You've
Sudah sampai.
returned, you sweet creature. Do you have the sea foam?
Right
Yes.
here.
Si form.
Aren't you good? Please, take my blessing for all your hard work. Now quick, pour the foam on my roots. The sooner I can move, the sooner I can expand my apple care.
Did it work?
Coming out of the foam, I was so fabulous. No, there's too many cuddly creatures that need my help. It keeps me awake at night, just seeing their little beaks and bright eyes, and those noses, those quivering wet noses.
Waduh, waduh. Tuh. Sepertinya kita kedatangan tamu yang tidak diundang. Oh, tidak. Aduh, tidak. Ya, tidak.
What just happened?
Typhon must not like you, though I couldn't possibly imagine why. Whenever anyone defies him, he sends one of his raids. And that raid delegates responsibility, as raids tend to do, to Shek.
So the warrior that just appeared wasn't really Achilles?
Goodness, no! The true Achilles is far more dashing.
oh, you're telling me.
He's hiding in a lair.
Is there ever any good news?
Well, the sea foam worked and I'm able to move my roots. One of them was actually blocking Achilles' lair. I can't help but the other three raids, though, Heracles, Atalanta, and Odysseus. Oh, you know what they say. Bad things come in fours.
No one says that.
No one says that.
Tough crowd.
What about the root blocking your essence? It's just that some people I care about have been turned into stone. So I'm quite keen to...
Nope. No. For some reason, that route is still firmly in place. Thank you for your concern. But what matters is I can start delivering apples. All the animals will be fed in no time. Let's get to it. Thank you kindly for all your help. Many happy returns.
But That was strange.
I can't keep standing idly by. Sorry, I mean busily preparing anymore. You have to bring Aphrodite back to her beautiful, snarky self before I go crazy.
By the gods, where did you come from?
Behind you? Doesn't matter. Don't worry about me. Focus on finding another way to shrivel that root.
So what? Saltier, more mythical water? Actually, wait. What about Aphrodite's tears? Didn't she cry at the death of Adonis? They'd be salty and powerful.
You really know your stories, kid. Her tears just might work, if you put them directly on the root, blocking off her essence. Now, where did Typhon hide them? You should search the vaults of Tartarus nearby. There are 3 crystallized tears.
All right. We have a plan then.
Please hurry. Until Aphrodite is back to herself, who will I talk to about whatever this is that you're wearing?
What's wrong with what I'm wearing? And he's gone.
Oke, selanjutnya kita cari The Tear of Aphrodite. Mana? Satuan meteor. Sana. Santai-santai. Sakit. Pusing. Meter Wizard mana
Hoping to shrivel the root to unblock the vault, Phoenix sprinkled the tears.
No! Adonis, my love! Why does my mind dwell on you? What's happening to me?
Oops! I'd better go find Aphrodite.
Aphrodite really loved Adonis, and I married her off to Hephaestus.
Yes,
Doris let me
407
go.
meter.
I let that boar kill
100
you.
meter.
You did what?
I mean, I
Kita
didn't kill him,
disuruh
but I
mencari
didn't try to save him
Aphrodite.
either. I didn't listen to Aphrodite.
Mana, bentar kita.
Phoenix had weathered the storm of Typhon's rage. For now.
Aphrodite, please. Just tell me what's wrong.
Well, I appreciate that you were trying to help me. There was really no need to trouble yourself.
I just thought if we could move the route, I could get you.
I can move the route anytime I want.
Oh, seram.
Well, since you watered my roots with the sea foam, that is. So, thank you. But there is no need to concern yourself with my essence.
Wait. I've been putting up with all this. The tears, the horrific niceness, for no reason? You're undead to me.
Hermes, all my pettiest jealousies and all my most self-absorbed beliefs are locked away. Why would I ever want to be reunited with them?
Sure, you weren't the most charitable person, but that's not everything. Remember all the fun we had gossiping about the other gods? Making fun of the ugly sashes Hera wears to parties?
That mustard sash made her look like a shriveled carrot. No. It was all time wasted. I should have been more. I never measured up.
What in Hades are you talking about, never measured up? By whose standard?
What's she talking about?
I can't imagine.
It's no use. She won't hear reason.
Try insulting some other gods.
No, it would only be fun for me. Acts of charity are all good and necessary, but not from Aphrodite. Her spice made the world interesting. She added a zing to things, you know?
She literally changed the world. I mean, she started the Trojan War. And also she could be named the most beautiful.
That's it!
I don't know if we have time to start a war, Hermes.
No! We'll bring her the prize her vanity won her. Something she wanted so much, she let the world go to war for it. If she sees it, maybe she'll want her old zing back.
The Apple of Discord.
The Apple of Discord.
I'll find it as soon as I can.
Good. She's boring right now. I can't make one remark about what Persephone is doing with her hair before she starts prattling on about the needy. I miss the old Aphrodite.
Go for the Apple of Discord. 1300 meter. Tuh, jauh ya ternyata di sini. Nice, kita jalan-jalan. 300 meter. Tuh. Oh, tuh nyala.
Aphrodite, I have something for you.
I've had enough of your gifts. What I mean to say is, I'm only here to give, not to receive.
But it's another apple for your collection.
It's so beautiful. I want it.
Did you know the Trojan War could have been avoided if Eris had been invited to Peleus and Thetis' wedding?
What? I thought it had something to do with Troy and Greece. The shade Eris was throwing, how did I not put two and two together?
The best parties are the ones that the goddess of discord shows up to uninvited. Everyone knows that.
Cat fight!
To think Hera pulled Athena's hair over an apple, her own daughter.
Ah, right. The beauty contest. What moron appointed that blowhard Paris the judge?
I'm looking at him.
To be fair, I'd had a lot to drink.
It wasn't Paris' fault. Hera offered to make him king of Asia and give him great riches. Athena offered great glory and renown in war. But show me a god or mortal who could resist Aphrodite's bribe of true love.
Yeah, sure. It was Helen of Sparta's love Paris was after.
So he did exactly what you asked and chose the most beautiful woman. Then, started the Trojan War.
I wanted to win that apple so badly. I wanted to win that apple so badly. I started a war for it. To show Zeus. Everything that came after was my fault.
You were acting according to your nature, Aphrodite.
Which is exactly why I'm better off without my essence. My nature caused only pain.
That's where you're wrong, Aphrodite. You can't have one side of the coin without the other. Your passion, your unpredictability, and I'll say it. Your jealousy, your vanity, yes, they caused pain. But you know what else they did?
What?
They created some of the greatest adventures, the greatest epics, the greatest stories the world will ever see. I'm a storyteller, I know. Sure, we would all be safer if we just stayed at home, but everything's more beautiful in color. The passion is worth the pain.
Oh, in that boat are my unfiltered jealousies and darkest natures. If I let you in, everyone will judge me. I've been judged before. Aphrodite, rein it in. Aphrodite, you're too much work. Aphrodite, you're too much trouble. Aphrodite, you're too much.
Whoever said that owes you an apology. What a jerk.
I never meant it like that.
Didn't you?
You don't have to compete for my or anyone's love. You are enough. Anyway, if you're that beautiful and have a perfect personality too, well, honestly, it's just annoying at that point.
All right. I'll move my route. Please, take this blessing before you go in there. You can find me at the Hall of the Gods. Get off me, all of you! It's enough already! Why don't you just go get a job?
I had no idea Hermes and Aphrodite were so close.
They even had a child together.
No way. Boy or girl?
No.
Ah, I see. The child was non-binary.
Look at you.
Sekarang kita
Prometheus, I have an amphora collection.
detik
I'm with it.
Aphrodite SNC from the vault. Kita suruh mencari dan mengambil SNC dari the vault. Meter SNC-nya Aphrodite. Sekarang kita cek di map aja Bang, biar langsung ke sana. Oh, ternyata Aphrodite di Hall of the God.
Feeling a bit woozy and spaced out? Maybe you shouldn't have eaten that discolored pomegranate you found. I hate to break it to you, but you're dead.
Mana
This
ini?
is the underworld. This room. Just kidding. Ha! The fates intervened, and you were sent to my secret hideaway. But there should be
Halo,
something in
apa
there
tadi?
you'll find useful.
Saya bawa essence buat kamu.
I told you I'd get your essence back.
I didn't doubt that. But do you see me differently now that you've heard all my worst thoughts?
Not at all. I'm excited to meet the real you. Because honestly, Hermes' hair is a bit much right now.
Wait, what?
Okay. Then I'm ready.
May your passion and love forever be boundless. Rise, golden goddess Aphrodite.
Oke, kita udah berhasil mendapatkan esensinya kembali
Speechless?
dan Aphrodite telah
Can
berubah.
you believe you actually had to
Terwujud.
convince me to return to this body? Oh, without you, I
Lihat
would have
aja ya.
lost the ability to love myself forever.
Actually, I stole that years ago.
Clearly. Looks like you've been loving yourself far too much. Oh, you might want to disinfect that toga.
Oh, glad you're back.
Please, Phoenix, take my final blessing as thanks.
Ready to defeat Typhon?
I'm more than ready to take down the ugly beast that stole my beauty. But there is one other thing I could use your help with.
What can I do?
There are 4 mythical beasts Typhon brought out of Tartarus to terrorize the creatures of the Golden Isle. If you could end their reign by defeating them in battle, I would be extremely grateful. Normally I wouldn't care, but I guess I'm going soft.
I'll take care of it.
Of course you will.
Sepertinya quest kita belum selesai, masih ada quest lagi. Questnya ini kill the legendary beast 0/4. Masih ada quest dari Aphrodite. Oke. Aphrodite cantik banget ya. Halo Aphrodite.
Nice cauldron!
Phoenix let the empty compliment die in the ensuing silence, and instead tried to focus on potential potion recipes.
Potion tapi udah. Nah, dulu yang paling dekat 640 meter. Oke. Langsung aja kita kill the legendary beast. Oke.
My roses
Oh,
are
dear.
red.
I'm about to find out.
When the boar mortally wounded Adonis, Aphrodite cried over his body in a meadow filled with flowers. Her tears mixed with Adonis's blood and painted the flowers red.
You know why violets are blue. The flowers held their breath, waiting for you to finish one of your stories.
Oke, satu udah berhasil. Kita udah mengalahkan Slayer of Adonis.
I can still hear the screams of mortals fleeing. Well, the
Legendary
you know when
Nemean
Heracles
Hero.
couldn't slay it, he strangled it with his own hands?
Sounds about right. Hera
Legendary
unleashed the
pedang
lion to
kedua
torture
itu
mortals.
ternyata Silion.
Sometimes that woman
Sergap.
really
Oke.
turns me on.
Kamu ngapain tidur? Oke. Kayak gitu, dan legendary Nemean kan, kayak gitu semua gitu.
Barely made it out of that one.
2800 meter. Legendary
I will
Bear.
make you perfect. You will suffer, but it will be worth it.
Pusing ya, pusing.
Do you recognize Callisto, Zeus?
She was such a vivacious woman. Too bad Hera turned her into a bear.
Yes. Almost as bad as you tricking Callisto into a romantic tryst with...
Nothing wrong with some good arrow play. How was I supposed to know Hera would find out? That dumb bird is the last thing I want to hear after partying with Dionysus.
Dari Rooster Electrion.
Finally, all of the mythical beasts were defeated.
Mythical
Aphrodite
beasts were defeated.
would be pleased.
Oke, udah kita kalahkan semua. Kita diminta sekarang kembali ke Aphrodite. Kita langsung aja fast travel aja, dimana di sini ya. Aphrodite-nya di Isle of the Gods.
You're looking more beautiful than ever, Aphrodite.
Tuh,
Though I
Aphrodite.
love the Hall of the Gods,
Tugas yang kamu
really I
berikan
do.
sudah selesai.
I admit.
I defeated Typhon's beasts, like you asked.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Any chance you saved some of their hides? I could use a new coat.
No, I did not.
I'll just pick them up myself. Those creatures were an eyesore, but their fur was exquisite.
You didn't just ask me to kill them in order to make a coat, did you?
Of course not. What do you take me for? Hermes, the furs are ready.
Finally!
Here you go, Phoenix. A reward.
Ya, kayak gitu. Oke. Udah selesai ya. Kita questnya apa lagi? Quest dari Aphrodite udah selesai. Baik kawanku semua, video kali ini cukup sampai di sini dulu ya. Terima kasih bagi yang udah nonton, dan jangan lupa bagi yang mau like dan subscribe juga jangan lupa ya. Terima kasih.